Hey, this is attorney Elizabeth Potts-Weinstein, and today you're going to follow along as I use IncFile to create a California LLC, a California Limited Liability Company. Now, IncFile is one of the companies that I reviewed when I was going through various different companies to recommend some and not recommend others for filing an LLC. And IncFile is one of the lower cost ones. And I wanted to actually, though, use them to file an LLC to see what they're really like. I also have used Northwest to create an LLC. In that case, it was one in New Mexico. It's for my side gig. This, for a California LLC, is a business that doesn't actually exist. And one of the things I'm going to do is show you how I then shut it down so I don't have to file tax returns or pay the $800 a year franchise fee or any of that kind of stuff. Anyway, today we're going to use IncFile to create this LLC. So here I am on IncFile.com website. They open up with creating a business, like that's their emphasis of their business. It says, incorporate now, start my business, etc. You can scroll down here to see some information about starting LLCs. They have videos that you can watch, and they claim to have $0 business formation with no hidden fees. That all you have to pay is the state fee. Now, right now, there's a special rule in California where you actually don't have to pay formation fees. You only have to pay for the certified copy, which is $5. Normally, it would be $70 plus the $5. So they don't charge any extra fees. There's different packages, free registered agent, which is something very interesting because I would want them, what I actually want is to use IncFile to be the registered agent and to use IncFile to be the address. I don't know for sure if they're going to do the address part too, so we're going to find out. They talk about that you automatically get compliance reminders, so we'll see what the back end looks like once you file the LLC. It has other things beyond LLC filing, so I'm assuming these are upsell things. They talked about the registered agent being free. I'm imagining it's free for the first year or something like that. We'll find out how that works. And reports, EIN, virtual address, and a lot more. They also have something called the growth dashboard. No idea what that is. We'll find out. Various testimonials. And then here's some Q&As. Can I form it for free? It just costs the filing fees. How much does it cost? Depends on what you're doing, which is going to always be true, right? Do your price include filing fees? The answer is no. I mean, I don't think it should include filing fees because it depends on the state. That's just too complicated. Are there any hidden costs? We pride ourselves on transparency. There are no sneaky subscriptions. We're going to find out if that's true. How long does it take? It says their processing time is 1 day, but different states have different filing times. It can vary from 3 to 12 weeks. California should be much faster than that, but to be honest, it is definitely true that each state is different. Some states it's practically immediate. In some states, it takes weeks and weeks and weeks. Do you have any guides or resources? They have different guides. Do you provide hands-on support? I'm not quite sure what hands-on support actually means, but we have different support. We have a help chat. There's a chat over here. There's a different customer service. They do have a phone number between 9 and 6 Central Time, Monday through Friday. So let's go ahead, scroll all the way up, start my business, and see what happens. Okay. Entity type, LLC. State of formation, California, goes down. All right. So one thing I do like about this is it immediately tells you the price. You don't have to click on like 500 things. And that is something that I like. That I just talked about how I like that about IncFile. So there's different packages. It says this is most popular and best value. Who knows if that's, actually. But the state fee is $5 because they're having you get the certified copy. I agree with that. That's totally correct. So what's the difference? So this one, the free one, which is what we're going to do, you get the articles of organization, that's what gets filed. Unlimited name searches, free registered agent service for a year. So that's actually valuable because generally speaking, a registered agent is going to cost between $100 and $300 a year. So you're getting big value there. Unlimited phone and email support. So you actually allegedly get phone support. Then you have 2 different packages. What else do you get here? So this one you get the 2 EIN, which you're going to need. 2553 is only an S Corp, which we're not doing. Operating agreement, banking resolution, those you will need for an LLC. Obviously, you can get them in other places, but this is that's included there. Dashboard, business banking account. That's weird. I don't know what that means. Like they help you get it. Obviously, they're not a bank, so I don't know what that means. Tax consultation. So that's a number of different things. Is it worth $200? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on how much you want everything to be included. 304. Let's see. What is the extra? Oh, here it is. Business contract templates, free next day filing, domain name, and business email. Okay, I don't really think you necessarily want to get your domain name and business email from IncFile. Like you would get that from where you're going to do your web hosting or something. So I don't think that really makes sense. Free next day filing may or may not be important to you if you're paying for speed. Business contract templates, you may or may not want theirs versus another one. I have done a review of some of the different contract template places that are available, and I eventually will be doing a more in-depth review where I actually pay for one of them and really get into it. But there are other resources for that too. Okay, so we're gonna do the, what is the package that I'm doing? Silver, gold, platinum, silver. Let's do the silver package. Okay, so in here, I'm gonna put my contact information, my address. This is for internal purposes only. So this is not what you're gonna file. This is like me just giving them my address. All right, so I'm gonna put that in here. Okay, so I put in my address and they wanted my mobile phone number. I really hope they don't call me because that would drive me up a wall. However, you may want them to call you. So that's obviously something that depends on the person. Okay, so typical state filing time for California is 4 weeks. I think that's not actually true. However, so the dates are estimations based on current state turnaround time and are subject to change on based on state processing. Okay, the turnaround time is not 4 weeks right now. I'm gonna actually look up to see what time it is. Okay, let me sign into BizFile. Business processing times. So let's see for LLCs. If an LLC is filed online today or in person or by mail, it's all the same. Today is the 27th of February, and they are processing ones from the 17th of February. So it's, 2 weeks, more or less, right? 9 to 10 days, 2 weeks at the most. So this, when they say this is the current times, that's actually like an overall guesstimate. Now it says 8 business days filing time, $50. So if you want to do expedited filing, it's way more than that. I don't know what they're meaning by this. I am doing $0. Okay, so what's the LLC name? Why is it $29 for business address? Okay, I didn't actually select that, so that's interesting. Oh, way down here. Professional business address, virtual mail. I will provide a company address located in front of PO box if acceptable. Okay, all right. So, okay, so first let's go back to company information, LLC name, EPW, coaching, and then you have to do a designator, LLC. I really like LLC without the periods because you can't use the periods for your EIN anyway, and so just do it, EPW Coaching LLC. It is going to be 1 member. I'm going to put life coaching. I'll just put that there. What kind of, this is just a weird little thing. Do I have to put that in there? Oh my goodness. How about consulting, health coaching? How about personal services? Okay, so one of the problems with these kind of little database things is you're having to guess what in the world. Okay, I'm just going to put, this is not true, but I'm just putting that. So now this is probably the right NAICS subcode, all other personal services. I'm not providing dual services, but whatever. All right, so you can be member manager, manager managed. It'll be managed by the member, and this says selected 99% of the time. That may be true, especially by people who use IncFile. All right, company address. So here's the first upsell that I'm really getting, that they're kind of auto upselling me to. We recommend using this virtual address. Keep your personal address confidential. Okay, so I do not want my personal address put in on the filing, right? Now, if you use Northwest, they don't charge you extra for this. However, they charged you for the thing in the first place, and IncFile is doing it for free. So they're charging you for the professional business address and virtual mail service. It's this address in Sacramento. It'll give you a suite number. Maintain privacy, unlimited scanning. So it's $29 a month. So, they say there's not like a hidden subscription. This isn't hidden. However, it is a subscription. So we will start that, and that's fine. I will be eventually canceling that. Cancel any time, first month fee due at checkout. Okay, so that's fine. All right. Upgrade to for only $99 to receive these 4 services: EIN, operating agreement, banking resolution, business contract template. Get upgraded and bonus. No thanks. I will pass on this up. Okay, so here they want me to provide the members information. And so it is an individual. I'm an individual. And what I'm going to do is use the company address provided by IncFile. So I'm going to use the company address provided by IncFile. It's going to be my name, Elizabeth Weinstein, and I'm 100%. I could also use my home address. I could use some other address. Okay, registered agent. California requires a registered agent. IncFile, you can do this for 1 year for free. They normally, I guess, charge $119. $119 is very reasonable. You know, it's between $100 and $200 is what I would expect. That's fine. Blah, blah, blah. Yes. Okay. Do I want to do an EIN? No, I am not even going to do an EIN because I'm going to be shutting this right down. Oh, so this is interesting. So they work with Bank of America, apparently, to help you get your own account over the phone. You don't have to go to visit. So here's an interesting thing that I wonder about is that my understanding is that when you want to open up a new bank account now with Bank of America, they make you come in and show your ID. I probably don't have to do that because I've been an established Bank of America customer for decades. But if you're a new customer, because I was trying to help somebody set up a bank account and they were going to have to go into a branch and show their ID. So, but maybe they have a special deal with them where they don't have to do that. So blah, blah, blah. No, do not do that. One owner of the company is required to have physical residence in the U.S. to open a bank account. Yeah, this is something that I haven't actually figured out a solution to this for international clients of mine where they've set up an LLC or corporation in the United States, getting a bank account. I have not figured out a solution for that yet.
So this is Future Elizabeth. I just wanted to let you know that I have figured out a solution, and one of the solutions is using a bank called Mercury. I will post a link to it below.
What is our preferred method of delivery of documents? It'll be uploaded for instant access. You do not need it FedEx, do you? I mean, you don't need those physical documents. You can get the e-documents and print them out, so that's fine. That's faster. Okay, tax strategy for your consultation. I am not interested, but you know, this is something that someone may want. And they talk about no upsells. I mean, I'm getting a lot of upsells. We have identified for personal and laundry services. That's hilarious. Okay. No, I do not want the $99 licenses thing. Okay. Review order. State of Formation, California, entity type LLC. I had my contact info, which I skipped over. Agent info is IncFile. Company info, I put it was for life coaching, and it's in the all other personal services. Member info is me, and we're using their address. And then going up to the fees, the order summary is $34. It is an LLC, silver package. Filing fees, $5. The filing fee's not $5. It's $5 for the certified copy, which you need. You want that. $29 for the business address. That's $29 a month. $0 for registered agent for the first year. And then I think it's $119 or something they said. Electronic delivery, $34. Okay. So now I'm going to hit next. Please provide payment information. And then this is actually a very good tip for businesses is they put in here testimonials. So if you get stuck here and you're like, I don't know about $34, then, you know, you'll have this testimonial. So now I'm going to go ahead and put in the credit card information. Okay, hit complete and pay. Thank you for your order. Don't want to do that. Your order was successfully processed. Total package price $34. Track the order and receipts. Okay, I'm supposed to sign into IncFile. I haven't actually created a login. Okay, we're going to send an access code. So then so you put in your email address. I haven't created a password or anything. I put in my email address. Then I can either send an access code to my email or to my phone. So I'm having ping my phone, and I'm going to see how long it takes to get the PIN. I already got it. I put in an access code, and then I can log in. All right, so now we can see that this is my account, and then it has the pending information. Then they're going to be trying to upsell me to starting your off business right with a checklist, get tips. Okay, so this is a checklist of all these things, some of which I've done. Okay, get expert business tips. Oh, this is like a blog. Okay, recommendations, my tasks. You have one unclaimed package item. Receive business website From Wix. Oh, okay. Wix is like, they must have a relationship with Wix. Okay, I don't want that. Yes, I want to skip this. As you can see, I'm denying everything.
So here's the email that I immediately received from IncFile that says the California filing time is 4 weeks and confirms this status of the order. So now we're going to fast forward a few weeks and you'll get to see what happened. Did IncFile actually create this LLC and what documents I received from them via email? Here, you can see all the emails I've gotten from them. So they sent me a confirmation, just the normal stuff, confirming what happened. Then they sent me a thing to review the order where I had a certain number of hours, minutes, seconds to review the order. Now it says 0 because it's expired. And I think it was going to automatically accept everything if I didn't review it and confirm it. They sent me a status update. So everything was filed on, I did all the work originally with them on February 28th. So then a few days later on the 2nd, they just gave me this order update saying that they did a name search and EPW Coaching LLC appeared to be available. Then I got an email on March 9th, so that's a week and 2 days later, saying that the order has been completed and that I can access the file documents. So let's go ahead and click on this. I have not yet actually done that yet. So when I click on it, my account here has all kinds of other stuff. So first, they want to upsell me to Bank of America to apply for a bank account that I can order an EIN from them. They have recommendations. They have Bank of America, starting off your business, getting expert tips, pending issue, which I'm going to talk about in a second, which is the virtual address, completed documents. Okay, first, like when I go to completed documents, first they want me to get a Bank of America account. So so you always are having to like skip things that they're recommending. I mean, don't forget, the IncFile thing is free if you don't let them upsell you in anything. So they're going to be trying to upsell you to things, right? So here are each of your documents, filed articles, and statement of the organizer. So filed articles, how do I do that? Okay, opens up a PDF. It has this cover sheet that means nothing. And then this was what was actually filed. So it was e-filed, but then this is like the printout the state of California gives. And then you can see on the top corner that it says filed. So like this is the thing from the Secretary of State. That's the official document. And then they have the statement of the organizer. We're going to look at that. This is a statement of the organizer who is a person who works for IncFile, saying that the name and address of the initial member is my name, and this is my virtual address. And then the organizer tendered their resignation as organizer and all involvement in the LLC. Let's see, is there anything else that they said there? That was that. The virtual mailbox. So the other thing that they're sending me messages about is that the virtual mailbox, you have to file the U.S. Postal Service Form 1583. And this is true and real. If you get any kind of virtual mailbox or PO box or anything, there's this form that has to get filed with the post office that has to be notarized. And so they actually, I guess, set up something where you can notarize it virtually, which is actually very good. It makes it a lot simpler for you. You can also use, I think there's a company called notarize.com where you can notarize things online. This isn't going to be accepted in all circumstances for all documents, but it is for the post office. Virtual mailbox. What's this? I'm going to view this. Okay. So the Franchise Tax Board will send you something once you create an LLC, and it's, says if you're doing any of these things, you're going to have to pay the $800 annual tax. I won't have to pay it for this because as of right now, when I'm recording this, which is March 2023, you don't have to do that for the first year. That is going to expire unless they change the law again, which maybe they will. I don't know. And also, I'm going to be dissolving this. But in the meanwhile, that's an important thing to know. So pending issue is that I have to use an online notary or in-person notary, whatever, to resolve this. I'm not going to do that on camera because doing a notarization would require my identification, all that stuff. And also I'm probably going to have to be on a video call with the notary, and I wouldn't record that and put that on YouTube without someone's permission. That's way too much. So anyway, That's the last pending issue there. And then let's go over and make sure that it really actually happened and go on to BizFile and make sure that this business exists. So I go to BizFile, I go to search, EPW Coaching. There you go, EPW Coaching LLC. It's filed on the 2nd actually. And then, so one of the things that happens is in California, when you electronically file something, it won't get accepted for a few days, a week, maybe even a couple weeks, because I think a person actually looks at it, but then it gets backdated if it's accepted to the date that you file. So it was filed by them on the 2nd. So they say they're going to take it could take 4 weeks. They don't necessarily, it seems like they're not taking 4 weeks to process it. They're just taking a couple days, which is very reasonable. It's that they don't know how long it's going to take for the state of California to get back to them, which is totally not their fault. That's legit. Then you can see here the address, that's the virtual mailbox that I paid for. The statement information is due in May. And then the agent is this Republic registered agent. So companies like IncFile and LegalZoom and all of them, they have different corporations they set up in all the different states to be the registered agent. So sometimes the registered agent will have a name that's different than who you hired because they named it something different in that state. And then this person is the individual agent of the registered agent, which sounds weird, but that's just how it works because a human person has to sign things, right? So again, this is attorney Elizabeth Potts Weinstein. I just led you through what it was like to hire IncFile for creating an LLC in California. The next video I'm going to be doing is how do I get access to my file? Because you can see here, this has no connection to me personally, EPW Coaching LLC. The state doesn't know I exist yet. So I need to get access to this so I could file the statement of information and then things into the future if I'm not going to pay IncFile. And how I would do that is by requesting access. So I'm going to do a separate video about how it was to request access and how long did it take to get that access. Either I have to get it from IncFile approving it or I have to get the PIN number in the mail. So that will be in a future video. If you have any questions about what we've talked about today, feel free to post them in the comments below and I'll try to point you in the right direction. Thumbs up if you found this video helpful, subscribe for more videos like this, and if you'd like to connect even further, you can join the Discord or sign up for the Patreon. Links are below. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.